And now, Sportsline Friday Night.
Welcome to the final Sportsline Friday night of the school year. I'm Eric Moon. Cole Sams joins us in a moment. Tonight we'll take you through every district in boys basketball to show you who's going to next week's state tournaments and how they got there. But first, we'll hit the mat. State wrestling tournaments continued in Nampa today, with the semifinals taking place tonight at the Ford Idaho Center. Looking at the team scores, South Fremont is up by 39 points, chasing a four-peat. And there's a reason why they're up by that much. The Cougars will have 7 wrestlers, including Hunter Hobbs and Colby Clark, who will compete for an individual championship tomorrow. American Falls has 4, and Snake River has 2. Ryrie will have to make a comeback to pass New Plymouth and win a 2A state title, but the Bulldogs won in comeback fashion last year, too. Ryrie and Grace have 3 wrestlers each in individual title matches tomorrow. Madison sneaks into the top 5 of the 5A tournament just ahead of Thunder Ridge. The Titans, though, have Talonheck and Carson Burton in championship matches tomorrow. And Blackfoot sits in 4th in 4A on that leaderboard. Mac Mauger can become a 3-time state champion tomorrow, while Trayden Henderson goes for a title in 182. Also of note, 2 local girls wrestlers, Courtney Hunt of American Falls and Shauna Anderson of Thunder Ridge, can win championships tomorrow as well. You can find all of today's and yesterday's results in the sports section of our website at localnews8.com and in the app. Turning to the court, our district tournament recap begins with a 5A High Country Championship Tuesday between Highland and Madison. We head to Rexburg, where Highland needs 2 victories to win the championship, while Madison can wrap it up on Tuesday on home court. Luke Watson gets the Bobcats on the board with the inside basket, but Highland comes back a short time later with Garrett Campbell scoring on an excellent feed from Jaden Wright. Next time down the court, Chase Crane is wide open for 3, bullseye, and the Bobcats add a trifecta. Soon thereafter, Crane drives the lane. The floater will not go here, but Watson's follow-up is on target for 2 more. Bobcats got it done on defense, too. Nash Humphreys steals, speeds up the court, and puts it through to extend the advantage even further. Madison ran away with it from there to win the district and return to states with a 53-32 victory. In the 4A High Country, Blackfoot and Hillcrest have battled it out on the hardwood 3 times already this season. Last night, their 4th meeting determined a conference champion. District championship basketball in Ammon. It is the Blackfoot Broncos and the Hillcrest Knights for the 4A High Country title. As expected, it was back and forth throughout the first half. Deacon Hale is open in the corner, and that's a trifecta to give the Broncos the lead. But hang on, here come the Knights with Ike Sutton and his long range. Hillcrest back on top. Final seconds of the first quarter, tied at 9 points apiece. Javante King beats the buzzer from way downtown to give his team the lead after 1. In the second, Isaac Davis went to work. That is up and in for 2, and Hillcrest leads again. Later in the frame, Knights on a run, and Colby Kessler caps it with a 3-ball. The defending 4A champs are going back to states. Knights win it 61-50.
After upsetting Pocatello in the pit last Friday, Preston had a chance to win the 4A Southeast Idaho Conference Championship. But if Pokey could win on the road, it would force a do-or-die title game tomorrow night. And it was the Thunder that forced the second 4A Southeast Idaho Conference Championship. Pokey dominated throughout for a 64-52 win last night, setting the stage for a Saturday showdown in the pit between these 2 bitter rivals for the title and a state tournament bid. Monday night, 2 of the best teams in 3A squared off for a district title as the Snake River Panthers and Marsh Valley Eagles went toe-to-toe. Snake River trying to make it back to state, taking on Marsh Valley. The Panthers would pounce from the start. Luke Higginson with the pretty spin move connected on the mid-range shot. And then Keaton Kessler buries the long-range bomb, forcing an Eagle timeout. Kessler kicks it out to Ranger Morrell, who gets the tough finish to fall. Marsh Valley, though, would mount a comeback. Eli Hadley spots up from the corner and bang, cutting the Panther lead to 3. And then Stanton Howell tosses it ahead to Ezra Godfrey for the easy lay-in to make it a 1-point game. But Snake River would have something special coming out of the timeout. Going long on the baseball pass, leading to Kessler coming for the cleanup duty for the bucket. And Howell pulls up from way downtown to try to keep Marsh Valley alive. But it wouldn't be enough, as they stormed the court in Blackfoot, with Snake River getting the win Monday, 59-55.
On the same night, Teton and Sugar Salem tangoed at Sugar Salem, with both teams chasing a 3A Mountain Rivers Conference title. Off to Sugar City we go for the Teton Timberwolves taking on the Sugar Salem Diggers. Opening possession for the Diggers. Corner three is off the mark, but Zach Dougherty is right there for the put back inside. Teton, though, comes right back a short time later with Brody Hess and a sweet finish to tie the game. After trading a few baskets, Sugar Salem took control with the help of Dougherty in the paint. He hooks that one through. Then, on the drive, Coy Sanderson puts it on the money for Dougherty and the easy lay-in. Teton, though, not going away. That is Hess again to the rack for two. But the Diggers would end the quarter perfectly with Christian Gordon, who rattles home a three at the buzzer. Sugar wins the district title and punches its ticket to states with a 66-55 victory. The losers of those 3A championships, Teton and Marsh Valley, faced off last night in Rexburg, and it was the Timberwolves that kept their season alive with a 63-55 win. Teton now heads to a state play-in game against McCall Donnelly tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Burley. Moving to 2A, four-seeded North Fremont made a Cinderella run to the Nuclear Conference Championship. A standing in its way was top-seeded Ryrie. We go to Thunder Ridge, where North Fremont and Ryrie face off in the Nuclear Conference title game. First quarter, it was back and forth. Bulldogs get on the board thanks to Houston Brown scoring from downtown. Huskies, though, come right back with Carson Bone. He drives the lane and fights through contact to score and one. Later on, here comes Ryrie again. Sterling Bybee stops on a dime and puts it on a tee for Jackson Johnson. That's two more for the Bulldogs. Ryrie led at halftime and wins the Nuclear Conference title 62-55 to return to states.
Big rivals squared off Tuesday for a conference title in Southeast Idaho when Bear Lake battled Westside. Westside and Bear Lake at Preston. We pick it up in the third when Rhett Lloyd, open in the corner, sinks a three for a 10-point Bear Lake lead. 48-38 Bears late in the third. But the Pirates weren't going away. Late fourth, Cash Wade is money in the paint to make it a 1-point game. 51-50 Bear Lake. The Bears, though, rolled up their sleeves to seal the win as Bryson Crane scores and one on the rebound. It's a three-peat for Bear Lake as the Bears return to states with a 56-50 victory.
Over to 1A Division I last night, Grace could win the High Desert Conference, but to do it, they had to take down Butte County. We jump right into it at Thunder Ridge. Pirates and Grizzlies tied at 22 until William Mickelson starts the third quarter with a bang. Grace in front. But after a steal, Butte County trims the deficit to one thanks to Dylan Waymeyer. Counted and the foul. Later on, more from the Grizzlies and Mickelson. On this three ball, Mickelson just gets the roll and extends the Grace lead. Shortly thereafter, defense leads to offense. Pretty passing and a bucket for Titan Anderson. Grace pulled away from there to win the High Desert Conference 64-51.
At a combined 40-5 entering Wednesday's matchup, the defending 1A Division II champion Rockland Bulldogs faced off with the Water Springs Warriors. Rockland hosting Water Springs for the district championship, and Drew Plocker with an old-fashioned up and under plus the foul. Brigham Perman would zip it down the court to Brandon Neal, who uses a pump fake and goes up for the and one finish. Perman showing off his speed as well, hop-stepping his way to the hoop for two. The Warriors wouldn't go away in this one, though. Plocker with a slick find at Jackson Aldinger for the bucket. And then Plocker would find Daniel Canfield wide open for the three, and he drains it from deep. Teague Matthews elevates over the defense for the jumper, and he puts it in plus the foul, helping lead the Bulldogs to the state, as Rockland goes on to defeat Water Springs 58-53 and wins the district tournament. Well, after the break, we'll show you our top plays of the week, and that's next on Sportsline Friday Night.
Paris RV is overstocked at all 4 locations, so all 2022s will be blown out at employee pricing. Hook up to the 2022 Rockwood 1640 LTD, only $11,887, or only $130 a month. Or load the fam into the 2022 Gulfstream Amerilite 248 BH bunkhouse, only $19,678, or $210 a month. Or roll the toys into the 2022 Gravity 3610 toy hauler, only $69,888, or $575 a month.
You won't find a selection like this anywhere else, only at Paris RV.
Whatever plans you have, whatever future you imagine for yourself, Idaho's public colleges and universities are here for your journey. Here to help you explore and develop your potential and expand your vision for what's possible. Here so that you can take advantage of opportunities presented by Idaho businesses and industries that want and need your talents. Here for you, for us, for Idaho.
It's a super savings event at Odell's Furniture. Deluxe, 2-piece, oversized, chaise sectional, your choice of colors, just $13.88. Leather, dual reclining power sofa, just $9.88. Lift and recline chair with heat and massage, just $6.88. Sealy, queen-size, plush-top mattress, just $3.68. Buy with no down payment and no interest for up to 4 full years. It's in stock, ready for immediate delivery or pickup. Odell's Furniture. Stores in Idaho Falls, Rexburg, Pocatello, and Blackfoot.
Welcome back. Time to show you who is heading to next week's state basketball tournament so far. In 5A, Madison won the High Country, and Highland can join the Bobcats if the Rams win a play-in game tomorrow. Preston or Pocatello will win the Southeast Idaho title tomorrow night, and Hillcrest won the High Country last night. The winner of tomorrow's Blackfoot-Shelley play-in game will join them. And in 3A, Snake River and Sugar Salem are the conference champions. And after defeating Marsh Valley last night, Teton can join them at States with a win in tomorrow's play-in contest.
Bear Lake and Ryrie are back in the 2A tournament along with the winner of tomorrow's Westside versus North Fremont play-in contest. Grace won the High Desert Conference, but the Grizzlies need to win one more game tomorrow to go to the 1A Division I tournament. And in 1A Division II, the defending champion Rockland Bulldogs will return to the Boise area to defend their crown. And the winner of tomorrow's Water Springs Mackey game joins them.
Time for our top plays of the week, and we begin in Sugar City. Final seconds of the first quarter on Monday. Christian Gordon sinks a corner 3 at the buzzer to put his team up 7. Sugar Salem ended up winning the district title game by 11 over Teton.
Top play number 2 features Julian Bowie going up on a Tuesday against Century. Bowie rejects a Diamondback emphatically, helping Pokey dominate Century for a big win.
And our top play of the week is another buzzer beater. Final seconds of the first of last night's Blackfoot Hillcrest title game. Javante Kane rattles it through from long range as the buzzer sounds. It wasn't enough for Blackfoot to win, but that was a great shot from Kane in a high pressure situation. And we are far from done in terms of top plays because state tournament's coming up next week. That is going to be fun to watch.
I know King's going to need a lot of shots like that tomorrow night to get the Broncos to state. So
one of a few play-in games coming up tomorrow between Shelley and Blackfoot. That's it for this final Sportsline Friday night of the school year, but our high school coverage continues with the state tournaments next week and the spring sports season. For Cole Sams, I'm Eric Moon. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you have a great weekend. Good night.